My friends, good morning. Bulletproof coffee. I've been adding coconut oil back in and I like it. Coconut oil, MCT, grass-fed butter, a little bit of sweetener, and some delicious organic local coffee from Park City. That's what makes up Bulletproof coffee, if you didn't know. Coffee, MCT oil, coconut oil, a little bit of butter, throw it in a blender, blend it all up, and you have this delicious mixture that helps your brain, and it's just damn good. I just bought a new book. Somebody recommended this to me. So actually, if you guys wouldn't mind, recommend your top books below. Recommend what book I should get. Somebody recommended me buy this book, and I bless Amazon and giving me an opportunity to like push one button and get it. Daniel Goleman, Focus, the hidden driver of excellence. The hidden driver of excellence. I just started a book, and this morning I read something and I was like, okie dokie, this kind of makes some sense. I dig it. I dig it. So check this out. Let me share this with you really quick. If you like books, if you like growth in your mind, that's what I'm all about. Smart practice. I haven't even gotten to, I literally just got this book. I got two new books. I got this one. I'm going to share the other one with you later. Focus, the hidden driver of excellence. Check this out. I have severe ADHD. Like, I've been tested. They've prescribed me drugs, the whole deal. So I have like severe ADHD, staying on point, keeping control of the mind and the whole thing. Like, I used to look at it as a bad thing, and now I'm like, it's what I am. It's who I am. It's what my brain does, and it's natural, and it's normal, and I dig it. So I'm all about studying the brain and the mind. So a book on focus, the hidden driver of excellence, is great because I'm an excellent person. I consider myself excellent. So what's the driver? Listen to this for a second. This is pretty rad. The inner tug to drift away from focus is so strong that cognitive scientists, this is like some science shit, it was kind of crazy, see a wandering mind as the brain's default mode, where it goes when it's not working away on some mental task. So like our mind is naturally wandering. Like these are scientific guys, right? Science guys. See, a wandering mind is the brain's default mode. So like when we're not on a deal, we're not here, we're not focused on like this one thing, we wander. Our mind wanders. It's our default mode. Who knows? The circuitry for this default network, a series of brain images studies, has found that centers on the medial or middle zone of the prefrontal cortex. Now, I don't know anything about the brain shit. I've heard all these words. I understand what they are, but stick with me. This gets really cool. More recent brain scans revealed a surprise. During mind wandering, which my mind wanders like all day, every day, two major brain areas seemed to be active, not just the medial strip that had long been associated with a drifting mind. Okay? The other, the executive system of the prefrontal cortex, has been thought crucial for keeping us focused on tasks. See, when we're little kids and we start wandering and bouncing off the walls, like, you got a problem, give them some drugs, get them to slow down and get back in the box. Well, we're finding more and more people, the minds wander, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually an aspect and a vehicle of creativity, okay? Check this out. Yet the scans seem to show that both areas are activated as the mind meandered. It's a bit of a puzzle. After all, mind wandering, by its very nature, tasks focus from the business at hand and hampers our performance, particularly on demanding matters. Researchers tentatively solve the puzzle by suggesting that the reason mind wandering hurts performance may be it's borrowing the executive system for other matters. So basically our mind's all over the place. It's totally fucking up with our brain. This gets us back to what the mind wanders toward. This was interesting. I didn't understand this. I didn't think about this till I read this. Because our mind's wandering. Where's it going? Like, where does it wander to, right? It wanders. Are we just fucking around? Are we just a bunch of stupid ass kids that like, oh, we're just thinking about like freaking fast cars and airplanes and there's mountains over there and whatever. Or if our mind's wandering, what's it wandering toward? I didn't understand this. This is pretty interesting. This gets us back to what the mind wanders toward. More often than not, our current personal concerns and unresolved business, stuff we've got to figure out. While mind wandering may hurt our immediate focus on some task at hand, some portion of the time it operates in the service of solving problems that matter for our lives. Now this blows me away because I just spent the last weekend with 137 members of the Lion's Den. Lion's Den is a private coaching group that I have here online. And we came in and we're talking about like solving problems and all these other things. And I never thought about it this way. Like if my mind's wandering, it's wandering towards something. As you're sitting at work and you're 9 to 5, most people are wandering somewhere else, about the kids, about the mortgage, about life, about the bills, about the cars, about the dog, about family, about whatever. Well, if you stop and think about it, most of the time we're wandering towards something that we're trying to solve that might not necessarily be about the current task at hand. Now here's a thought. What if our mind wandered more? If we're wondering more, aren't we working more towards those problems? I mean, this is what science is telling us, right? Like we're wandering towards it. While mind wandering may hurt our immediate focus on some task at hand, some portion of it operates in the service of solving problems that matter for our lives. How many people are totally mind-fucked at work because they're worried about home? How many people are totally mind-fucked at home because they're worried about work, right? What if we actually allowed our mind to wander more to solve those problems? How much more effective could we be in the current task at hand if we allowed our mind to wander and solve other problems? This fascinates me. This is like fascinating shit. In addition, a mind adrift lets our creative juices flow. In addition, a mind adrift lets our creative juices flow. Where do we solve most of our problems from? Becoming creative. Thinking outside of the box. Finding a solution. Like, isn't that a good thing? Isn't that like I'm looking for more of that. I'm looking for more solutions and more answers to more problems. Well, if it's by letting our mind wander to find those answers, what are we wandering towards? Solution, potentially. Fascinating shit. While our minds wander, we become better at anything that depends on a flash of insight, from coming up with the imaginative wordplay to inventions and original thinking. Think about that. While our minds wander, we become better at anything that depends on the flash of insight, the momentary reaction. From coming up with imaginative wordplay, finding words, solutions to relationship problems, all the shit you've been wanting to say but you don't know how to say, okay? To inventions and original thinking. We have a problem at the house, with the thing, with the kid, with the business, whatever. We need to come up with a creative way to do this. So what do we normally do? We like knuckle down and we're like, we're going to grind and we're going to work and we're going to grind and we're going to work and we're going to grind and we're going to work. And we don't end up finding solutions. What if the answer is to let your mind wander? To be in that place of curiosity, to be in that place of wandering and letting your mind go. I think this shit is fascinating. This blew my mind. This is literally like the first chapter that I opened to. It's not actually the first chapter because I don't know how to read a book front to back. So I just opened up and started reading, and this shit blew my mind. This one page right here. This is why I talk to you guys and share like how studying for me is like this one page. I've read this page probably 5 times so far this morning. Just this one page. Page 40 of this book, Focus. That's how I like to read. I'll just start one chapter. It might be in the middle. It might be in the end, whatever. But this one page totally blew my mind. So think about it for a sec. What if your mind wandering is good? Like, what if your mind wandering and going all over the place is actually really helpful for you? What if it allows you to find and create the solutions that grinding and working and grinding and working and grinding and working is not helping you with? Like, that's what we're taught, right? Grind, work, grind, work, grind, work, grind, work. Focus, 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 focus. To find all the answers. And we do that and we go freaking mad. And we don't get solutions. But in the process, we're going mad. What if the answer is, cool, go let your mind wander, kid. Go solve the problem. What if the answer is allowing your employees 30 minutes of just nothing time during the day? What if you take your employees and say, here's a cot. We bought you a $30 cot from Cabela's. We want you to just lay on this cot for 30 minutes and let your mind wander. And we're going to play some like hippy dippy music and let you just go all over the place. Like, what if that's the solution to finding all the answers to the problems that you want from your employees? Anyways, I love this shit. Name of the book is Focus. I know it's backwards. I'll do it one more time for all that backwards. Daniel Coleman, Focus, the hidden driver of excellence. this morning. Whoever recommended that, thank you very much. It's a freaking fascinating book because I'm only like 2 pages into it. So I'm excited to read more of it. Creativity is it, my friends. I love it. Let your mind wander. Perhaps a wandering mind is the solution to coming up with all the complex problems. My 10-year-old son does the funniest thing. He goes all the time, and I'm going to have him do it for you because I don't do it justice. But sometimes I'll say something to him, and he looks at me and he's all, Dad. And it's the coolest thing. Love this stuff. You guys are awesome. Later.